And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
To pass, Flacco. And incomplete on the deep ball. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Flacco. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Jacobs going to try the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Operating on play action, Flacco. Got a man, it's Mayer. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Flacco looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams from 10 yards out. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And Burrow going to change the play. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. He'll get this up to about the 44. Here's a 2nd and 8. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. And he is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Now Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Burrow going for it on 4th. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams coming in with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
2nd down and 8. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Play action, Flacco. Incomplete.
Well, no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Flacco. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. That's Isabella open on the right side. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Two yards to go, second down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Flacco to throw here on third down. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. On first down, Flacco. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Flacco. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Flacco. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The kick by Carlson is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. That's caught by Sims. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And that's complete. It's Sims. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this is good from 57 yards out. Those away right there. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He hits Adams complete. whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. And that's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Stopped by Jaquarian Bennett. Now 2nd and 5. They go play action with Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Flacco off play action. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? It's caught here by Adams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Here's Jacobs. There's a nice move, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Jacobs again, and he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, third and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Jacorian Bennett has it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Gun. Stop. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Burrow on 1st down. And this one's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. And now they're in the hurry-up.
3rd down, here's Brown.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's out right at the 25. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Flacco looks to throw.
He's got room past the 30.
And all the way up to the 33-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now it's Flacco.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. And quickly they get to the line. Operating off play action, Flacco.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And that's complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. Here's Jacobs from the gun.
Tackled on the play by Myles Murphy.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Flacco.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had no command that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage.
Mayer there to bring it in.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Jacobs going to try the middle. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Flacco from the gun.
To the left side, there's Mayer. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now Flacco. Steps away to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. How about this? Flacco setting to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Flacco. This is caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. And it's caught. Touchdown. Andy Isabella from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bengals 6.
brought as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jacorian Bennett has it, and the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Whoa, Flacco's going to throw. That'll be caught. It's Isabella.
Down the left sideline.
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Flacco.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, Bengals 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.